It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Bengals and the Panthers, next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as a... Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Panthers head out for their initial drive, and at the helm is their second-year quarterback now, the #1 overall pick from 2023, Bryce Young.
I loved our discussion this week. You know, we had our weekly phone call to talk about our game coming up, and we had to reflect on the fact that he won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award last week, yet his team lost. You don't see that very often.
No, I know a lot of people dislike that, but when you look at the numbers across the conference from last week, he was clearly the best. So I say the award goes to him, and it did.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. He was so good, they just couldn't ignore him.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. You talk about this Bengals defense. They find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now here's Young. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Xavier Legette, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
7-0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And the Bengals make their way out on offense for the first time, led by their fifth-year quarterback out of LSU, Joe Burrow.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now it's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Chase came into the league with some lofty expectations, and he somehow surpassed those through the first 3 years of his career. He's a perennial 1,000-yard receiver. He's a guy they got to find a way to get the ball to in all situations. And he's one of the main reasons why the Bengals offense is consistently among the league's best.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Now the first carry for Zach Moss. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. You look at this Carolina defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Moss. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Moss once more. And this time he'll work his way in. Touchdown, Bengals.
That's a great response here in this first quarter. And what I like about it is how they put this drive together. The other guy scored quickly to start the game, but this was smart football to not feel like you have to go out and score quickly yourself. So they worked the ball down the field, took their time, and finished with the touchdown run.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
It's Young off play action. Got a man. That's Leggett. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down. Young going to give to Brooks. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Young will set to throw. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. The Panthers had 0-3 here to begin the campaign, and you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs. What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Young to throw it. That one complete to Leggett. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Commit red. Set cut.
To the air once more, Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ian Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed?
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and Carolina scores to cap it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Burrow. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. Oh, some strong running. And he's got this down to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To the air again, Burrow. Got a man open, it's Chase. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 2nd and 5. Now it's Burrow. He'll dump that one off to Moss, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Bryce Young and the offense out for their next series. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. Here's a 2nd and 7. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Set, go. Set.
Now Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Carolina punt team out there led by Johnny Hecker. Back deep, Hunter Renfrow.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll toss this right side to Moss.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Shoves him aside. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Young to throw it. Catch here, left side, Thomas.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Throwing, Young. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they try to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
A try here for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
DJ Rodham got off his spot quickly and got to the quarterback. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this throw incomplete. Have a defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Young. He'll find Thielen working the middle. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got it at the 15. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Chuba Hubbard.
64 yards as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it too before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The Bengals getting set to go.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Burrow will throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Burrow looking to pass.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33. 23 yards the pickup there.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Burrow on play action.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense and Bryce Young headed back onto the field. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Young already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Rick.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Well, now how about this return?
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. The Bengals offense and Jamar Chase set to take over once more. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this third quarter.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now it's Burrow.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter. But you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Looking deep here for Chase.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Troy Hill picks it. And the Panthers will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throwing interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
The Panthers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Ready.
Now here's Young. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
That'll go as a pickup of 8. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in a shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Set, ready. Set.
Young will set to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it.
And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Young.
Got a man. That's Leggett.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Hut, hut.
Here's Young. Flushed out right. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Let's go. Set, go.
4th down, Young. Eluding the pressure right. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Running the toss to Brooks here.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Johnson goes in motion left. Young. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Ready, ready.
Here's Young from the shotgun.
Checks this down to Hubbard.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here.
Well, again, plenty of time to sit in the pocket and deliver the football. While the offensive linemen, they may be nameless and faceless to a lot of people, they certainly aren't to their teammates who are the skill position guys. They appreciate the heck out of them, and they're capitalizing.
Set, hut. Set, hut.
Out of the gun, it's Young. He finds his man Johnson.
And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
Young now. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And his kick here is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Bengals drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
Now it's Burrow. He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now 2nd and 5. To the air again, Burrow. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
Here we go.
In motion goes the tight end. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Moss on the give up the middle. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Here's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Mike Gesicki, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Throwing, Young. That one complete to Leggett. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 31, here's 2nd and 2. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. From the shotgun, it's Young. That one complete to Leggett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Young working out of the gun. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Young.
And he will slide down with a good gain. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. And this offense on third down today, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Young. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Xavier Legette. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Burrow looking to pass. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now Burrow. And the throw there going to be